I see spaghetti and meatballs staring at me. Spaghetti and meatballs staring at me. Get yourself a serving, maybe two. Talking Bulls basketball is what we do. Get your garlic bread and your dish of the week on spaghetti and meatballs. Oh yeah, spaghetti and meatballs. Don't forget the Parmesan cheese.
All right. We are back for another episode, Spaghetti and Meatballs. Trevin and Johnsy. How you doing over there, buddy?
Well, Trevin, we talked about it pregame. What's going on with the Chicago Sports Channel?
I don't know. I'm just confused about everything. I'm confused about the channel. I'm confused about this team. I'm confused on how I'm supposed to feel about everything.
I will say, you know what? You and I, they called us up. I'm not gonna give names, and they're like, "We're gonna give you guys, because of the whole thing with Chicago Sport, we're gonna give you the owner's suite for the Magic game." We're like,
right.
I'll tell you where you can shove the owner's suite. We're with the real fans, and we're not there at all.
That's
and get us the channel. So we didn't go to the game.
Yeah. Hey, we got, we're sticking to our guns here. We're not backing down on this. Don't try and bribe me with anything.
No,
I just want to see the games.
Did we send Sved and have him recorded on his iPhone?
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Put that worthless piece of shit to work finally.
Oh, did he eat and drink his fill? Yes, he did.
You damn right he did.
But hey, the kid had fun. He's doing.
Hey, he's spreading his wings. He's just getting out there now. So it was a good opportunity for him. A little networking opportunity for him.
I believe as Jay Peterman said, is like, congratulations on a job done. So, that's where we're at.
Oh gosh. So yeah, I don't know, man. We're 3-2 right now, and we've have 3 good wins too.
Yeah, I think that's almost more concerning.
But yet, how consistent is that with this team over the last 3 or 4 years? That when you count them out, or when you don't expect them to win games, those are the games that they go out there and win.
It's just like we said back and forth. Like, we talked about it, and we're like, I just wish I wish there was such a transparency with him to be like, here's what we're trying to do. And obviously I know he can't show his hand like that, because then other owners are like, okay, we'll give you nothing on the dollar for Zach LaVine. I get it, but it's just like, just text us that.
Right? Like, well, I'll keep my mouth shut. I won't reveal anything here.
We're cool, man. Like, let us. He's seen us at that Christmas party.
I know. Well, and I heard that he was planning on coming to the pumpkin carving competition or contest that we had, and
that was a nice event.
That was a hoot. That was a good time.
That was, let's just say, there was more than apple cider flowing.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, exact same thing. I don't know what was in that apple cider, but wowza.
So here's where we're at. We're what, 5 games in? We're 3-2. Yep. We have Brooklyn coming up tonight.
Yep, we got Brooklyn tonight at Brooklyn, correct?
Correct. Yep. We have. Oh, I'm way on the wrong. I don't know what this is. We have Brooklyn coming up. Then we're at home versus Utah, Dallas, at Dallas, and then versus Minnesota. And we'll probably have another show by then. So we have 4 games: Brooklyn, Utah, Dallas, Minnesota. 3 tough games. Yeah.
Because you got tonight, which I don't think much of Brooklyn, but from what I was reading, they're actually playing.
And I don't know if
the Bulls where they're a little bit better than expected.
LaVine's got a little shoulder twing. Like, I don't know if he's playing tonight.
Yeah, and I saw that P-Will showed up on the injury report.
Yeah, they're both questionable, so we'll take that for what it's worth.
And I don't know if I want – I kind of – especially with as many games coming up, and I don't mean to be doing – because, I don't like the load management thing, but, we kind of want to keep Zach healthy.
We have to.
Like, we don't want him in the middle of December to be untradeable because he's out for 2 months because of whatever injury. So, if he's questionable, in my opinion, just sit him.
Yep, just sit him. Why? Yep, you're 100%. And to me, you have Giddy playing well. You have Kobe playing well.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Chris Duarte dresses for games because I can't see anything.
Right. It's hard. Yeah, we cannot confirm that, but.
And then they updated the app, the Bulls app. Have you seen this thing?
No, I haven't.
It's like not even in real time. So you do like the in-game progress, and I'm like, something's like, is this frozen? Then I open up ESPN and the game's over, and I'm like,
it's like the fourth quarter ended 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, so it's like you have some depth pieces that we could be playing.
Yeah, and I'm curious because again, not having been able to see anything, but like you said, Giddy's playing well, and specifically shooting the three,
which was a knock.
A huge knock. And, if you can just get him to be like, 30%, I think that'd be like over the course of the season. I think that would be maybe a little bit higher, but I think he's shooting like over 50% right now. But they're shooting as a team like 44 threes a game.
Yeah. Hey, which is what people were asking for.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know we've mentioned it several times on this show, like, that's the league now. Like, when are we going to catch up? When are we going to, last year, I think we shot 30 threes a game or something, which was in the bottom 5 or whatever. So right now, I believe it's only Golden State and somebody else that's shooting more threes a game. So,
and I need to know, like, I need to feel better in a week from now that we're 3-6 in a week from now, and I'm like, all right.
I know. Well, I guess because that's the thing about them shooting so many threes is that if they're on, it keeps them in these games.
You're right.
In the game that they lost, gosh, I can't remember who they lost to.
OKC?
Yes. In that game, they were terrible shooting. So.
And that's how it's going to be. If you're going to live and die by that, then it's.
Yes, that's right. Yes, thank you. That's my point, is that like there may be some games where it keeps us in it, but I don't know. It's weird saying, but hopefully there's some games that it,
shoot
keeps us out of it. Yeah, exactly.
And I would love to see, like how Io's handling his role, how Kobe really is playing off the ball now, like how he's
right. Totally different role.
Yeah, I'm just so frustrated with this Chicago sports show.
I know. And that's the thing is, like I said, I can watch the highlights on YouTube and stuff, but it doesn't give you like the flow of the game. It doesn't give you, possession by possession, what everybody's doing. So,
but there was I did a promotional thing for the show. I was at Gamers Garage in Marseilles doing. And you're not going to believe this, but who comes up to me? John Cusack.
John Cusack himself, huh?
At Gamers Garage said he loved the show.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Big Chicago sports fan.
Said he wanted to treat us to a game. It's like we said though, we're common man, we're common people. We want the channel first.
Yeah, right. And it actually is getting kind of awkward because that's not the first celebrity that we've had to turn down. We're of the people, but we also like to keep a low profile.
We do.
If we're going to the game, we don't need a bunch of cameras, whatever, all that stuff. So you actually have a pretty good disguise that you go in, but I won't reveal what it is.
Well, once we give up. And to be honest, that's not the first. I don't want to put our business out there. It's not the first Cusack. As I believe you had Joan in your DMs for a while.
I sure did. Let's say the more talented Cusack of the two.
Here we go. So other than that, I mean.
All right, I got a question for you. I know Bazelis isn't playing a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. He had a DNP coach's decision.
Yeah.
In the second game, like 8 minutes.
Right. Like not going, and I don't, is this one of those, because Billy's kind of done this the last few years with his first round picks. Now I know they haven't been as high as this pick, but where they don't play a lot, especially in the first half of the season. But I was kind of hoping that wasn't going to be the case with Bozzella. So maybe, as like you said, in 2 weeks, we're kind of have a clearer picture here of what's going on and what the rotation is. But I just, again, not seeing the games, but just looking at the box score afterwards, it's.
Well, like as you stated, sometimes at the beginning of the season, everyone's looking through those rose-colored glasses and things are okay. And then we're 2 weeks from now and it's like, all right, we're 15 games in and we're 5-10 and the kid needs to be on the court. Yeah.
Right.
Because in all honesty, I think we touched on this earlier. Other than Kobe White, Bouzellus is the only probably untouchable because we just don't know what we have.
Right. Yeah. I know. I agree with you. I agree. So I don't know. I would think at least 15 minutes a game or something. Is that asking too much?
No. KC was on the score the other day, and he had stated that 2 months before the draft, there was real talk of Bouzellus number 1.
Yeah,
but he said that it was he'd look at 2-3 mocks a day and be like Bouzellus, and then the kid from France, and it'd be Bouzellus, and then be Reed Shepherd would be out of nowhere, and then it'd be so there was he was in the discussion.
There was conversation of possibly him going number 1. So, well, I think he had the second best or third best odds for Rookie of the Year too at one point during the offseason. So
we're not going to get it with 8 minutes a game.
No, you are not.
So I guess, with us, I know we'd like to see it all because we don't see anything. But as far as actually what's out on the court, we got to see more Bouzellus.
Yeah.
And we want to see Giddey out there running the show, Lonzo Ball style.
Right.
We need Vooch and Zach to keep playing high level. We just
go ahead.
I'm just saying we just have to. We got to be able, like you said, in a month from now, 6 weeks from now, we get to Christmas, we get to mid-December, we got to trade those two.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And right now, the way that they're playing, I feel confident that will happen at some point. I'm not going to get excited about the return by any means, but I'm it's better this than Vooch scoring 8 points a night and getting 6 rebounds. He's actually shooting the 3 quite well as well. But he hasn't shot the 3 very well the last couple of years. So I don't know. I just hope they continue to play well and that we get something for them, and then we just bottom out.
My other thing too is I never hope for an injury, but we are also with with where they're at and where they could fit in. We're a big guy or a backcourt, so we cover the whole. There's any sort of other than maybe a point guard injury,
right?
The Bulls should be in the conversation.
Yeah.
You have a playoff team with whoever you say. It's oh my gosh, Karl Anthony Towns went down. It's okay, here's Vooch for you.
Yeah.
Kawhi's gonna miss extended period. Oh, okay, hey, we got Zach for you.
Yeah. That's
whoever you want to say down. Kyrie's
right.
Oh geez. Yeah. Here's Zach. It's
well, and like you said, you don't ever want to root for injuries by any means, but that's the fact of the matter is that's the league, and so it'll happen. So can the Bulls be in a position where their guys are playing well enough to take advantage of those situations?
Probably not. So right now, we are at Zach averaging 23 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists a game. We are at Vooch, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists a game. I mean, if that's not enticing to someone,
that's what I'm saying. Is a 20 and 10. Especially if you're a team that is thin because of injuries or just because of, lack of depth in the front court, but that's got to be somebody that teams are going to. And again, I don't even care. I don't even know what my expectation would be for a return on Vooch. A couple second rounders. I really don't know. But again, I just need to move on. We just need to make this.
You're right. And it's like, I agree with you. I don't know. I need someone to be like, this is realistic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I guess it depends on who it's going to and where it's at. Is it a number one seed that goes down, somebody goes down and they're like, oh crap.
Right. I mean,
because at that point, if you're talking about a first round pick, but he's a 27th, 28th overall, give it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah.
So I guess, as far as we're going, for us to look forward to, it's still, very we got half of what we were looking for, and that's great play out of Vooch and Zach.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. We just didn't do the losing part.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's my question to you then. Does the offer for Zach or Vooch diminish because we're so bad? Where they're like, they know, like another GM, you know what I mean? Like another GM's like, well, they're bottoming out. Why should we give up?
Yeah. Well, I think that's a good point. And I don't, think that it's a big secret that the Bulls aren't really in it to compete this year and that they have some pieces that they want to trade. So, yeah, I would agree with that. But again, to your point about the injury situation, if a team gets desperate, like if you all of a sudden need a second or third scorer on your team and you're sitting in the second or third seed and you want to make sure that you finish the season strong, and people have given up a lot for not very much. At least it's and at that time of year when there's jockeying for position and trying to figure out what your team is at the trade deadline.
And it is. You're right. You're 100% correct. And it's just like, it's hard because the longer we hold on to them, the better chance we have to win, and which means the less likelihood we keep our own first round. Like, there's so many balls in the air here.
I know. That's what I don't know. Like, we were texting earlier in the week, like, at this pace, we're heading straight towards the play-in game again. And we made it quite clear in the first episode how we felt about that.
We can't do that.
So, yeah, I don't know. I hope that there's a little more clarity here in the next couple of weeks. And like you said, 15 games in, if we're sitting at 5-10, but Zach and Vooch are still playing well.
If their stats are where they're at 2 weeks from now, and we're 10 more games in, and we're 5-10, we're 6-9, and we're like, come on, somebody pick up the phone.
Yeah, right. We're taking calls. We'll listen to anything.
And here's my other thing I meant to bring up last week too. If it's on roster talent, I want some 19-year-old guy that's just like, hey, this guy might not know how to dribble basketball.
Right.
But he's got a 48-inch vertical.
Right. There's flashes sometimes of like, holy shit.
Yes.
Yeah. I totally agree with
Thomas, and maybe it's whoever, but like, I want somebody who's just like, yeah, he's a raw, moldable piece of clay here. Yeah. Or like, hey, this guy's an elite scorer, but he's stuck behind these levels. He's not ready to be out there. Like, love it.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that.
Like, I get a 27-year-old journeyman back, and I'm pissed.
Yeah. No, exactly. Like, I want like something unproven, unknown, but I want it like young. He needs to be young and athletic, and then we can figure it out from there.
Yeah. So I hate this feeling of just being in flux of like, we don't. And there's nothing worse than like when I finally get to turn on the game, and be like, God, I hope we lose tonight. It's awful.
I know. It's like I said at the very beginning, I'm just so confused. I have no idea how to feel about any of this.
It reminded me the other night when I opened up the app and I'm checking periodically. It reminded me when I'm checking my fantasy football score, and then the other guy blew up, and I'm like pissed about it, and I throw the phone like on the bed.
Yeah.
With this game, I threw it because the Bulls won the game.
never thought I'd see the day. But I feel the same way, right? When they beat the Magic and then they beat Memphis, it's like, what the hell? Oh,
What
and
are you
Milwaukee
doing?
too.
What are you doing? It's like, especially those games, because those are teams we definitely should beat us.
Yes.
It's not it's not the teams like us. It's not Detroit. It's it's not Portland. It's not
right.
Whoever. It's Charlotte. Like, we're losing to like good teams, and it's like, God.
I know. I just don't. Oh man. And again, the fact that we can't actually see any of this, it's just like
Billy sounds positive. Like I think the reason Billy stays is because he truly enjoys like coaching young guys, like coaching, and teaching and like making them better. And it's like, I think he could really do that with some. Like, I'll never forget the game. Like, Zach's like yelling at him. They had like 48 points or something. He didn't get the ball at the end, and it's like, yeah, you launched up 17 threes, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, we get it, dude.
Yeah. No, I agree with that, and I do. I've always liked Billy Donovan. I think actually now he kind of has a roster that can play more his style.
For sure.
So, I would like to be able to see it, but
soon, I think
it's got to be, right? I know we keep mentioning it, but damn it, it's got to be soon.
I've never gone this long. Maybe when we were in college that year and they started like 0-15.
Yeah.
Or like Heinrich was putting up like crazy numbers.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good fond memory.
Yeah. I was like, Bulls haven't won a game in 3 weeks. Leading scorer in the NBA, Kirk Heinrich. He's just draining shots. Like,
gosh.
So I don't know. It's just.
I know, it's like I look
forward to. The sooner we trade those two and we can see young guy development, I'll be happier. I'll honestly be happy.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I think that's once we hit that point in the season, both of us will feel much more settled and excited about what we
I just want to see like flashes out of young guys in a game and be like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, they're turning a corner here.
Yeah, right. I mean, just
cool.
just to be able to see, like taking small steps. Like, it was fun. It's been fun to see Kobe progress over the last couple of years. So, I don't know. Hopefully there's a couple other guys on the roster that can kind of do the same thing.
What do we think tonight? Let's look at it. They give spreads on here. No, they don't give spreads on this app. Brooklyn, I don't know. I need to know the spread.
Let me take a quick peek. Steve.
Take a peek.
Let
me see.
Well, I'm looking at this just real quick. I ran into to Boldacious Dude over the weekend. He speaking of confused.
Oh, I'm sure. You don't got a voicemail, do you?
No, I don't have a voicemail, but I told him to not be a stranger and call in, so maybe next week or the week after.
I love when people call the overnight line.
That's fun to check in the morning.
It's fun to check. Like, and
it shouldn't be this hard for me to find it.
I don't know if we're better off moving Sved to like the graveyard shift and make him answer these calls. And just put up with it like old Les Grobstein style, where like we give him decent hours and we're like just checking in the morning.
Now we would obviously have to like record those conversations though, right?
Oh yeah, yes. Okay. Like that's part of his role. Like,
Nets are favored by 1.5.
I don't know what to think about that.
As I said it out loud, I'm like, how do I feel about that? To me, the way they've been playing, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, like, but then we're betting against what we don't want, and it's like,
Oh, this team, this
So we're
organization.
telling you, if you're listening as just like you're just listening as an NBA fan, and because we have a ton of followers, and you see us on the charts all the way at the top, then here we're telling you right now, bet on the Bulls. But if you're a Bulls fan, stay away from this game. We want them to lose.
Yes. Good call.
Maybe we can find a player prop and we can like bet on Zach threes or something.
That's not a bad idea. That's a good idea.
You know what? Now I said, like you said, now I say it out loud. I think that's where we need to be this season. Is when we open up our show account, we only bet on player props because.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see here. Player threes. We have. I kind of like Kobe. Player threes 2.5.
I was gonna say it had to be 2.5. Like that's like a solid. Like unless you're Steph Curry, I think 2.5 is always like a. Should we take it? Let me see what it's at on DraftKings. We'll put a little sprinkle on it.
Why not? Yeah, we haven't.
You know what? I'm gonna be in the car for at least part of the second half, like a good half hour in the second half, where I can listen to our boy Schwersk. So,
baby onions.
Yeah. Hall of Fame. So, yeah, I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna put a little sprinkle on it. Let's see,
is that what we're thinking on the Kobe or?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a Kobe. You're okay. Confident in it. I
like it.
Player points, player threes. Here we go. Kobe White. Oh, it's at. I can get +2 is -450, +3 -145. I'll take 3. All right, here we go. We'll have a little fun.
All right, why not? Something to root for here besides a Bulls loss.
So we're telling you guys between now and next week, we have 4 games. We're looking to go 1-3.
Yeah. This is going to be a busy week. I think this could be a telling week here.
Yeah, busy week. We're looking to go 1-3.
I lost you.
Sorry, I clicked my mic off. We're gonna go 1-3. Zach's gonna stay around 24, 25 points, and Vooch is gonna be at 20 and 10.
Please, yeah.
If we reconvene next Friday and they're at that, we're giving 2 of these.
2 thumbs up, baby. Actually, I have to double check, but next week might be the big 5-0 for us.
Are we?
It might be. I have to double check that. But it's coming up. If it's not next week, it's the week after.
If you check tonight, tomorrow, we're going to get some guests in here. If that's the case.
I'm glad because I was thinking about this earlier.
I think we could get one of our old sponsors back. I think we could get Frank. I don't know if we should be calling him Frank Diddy anymore. We can get Francis Frank Murray back. We can see if Sved can be there.
And like I said, perhaps a Boldacious Dude appearance as well.
We got some. Okay. Check this tonight, tomorrow. I know you got some stuff going on.
Yes, I will. Yeah, I will look into that because we are doing something special. We're doing
something special for the show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be magical if that's when we could actually watch a game?
Oh, wow. That would be.
If we can watch games and it's 50 for us, we live stream it.
Oh, absolutely, we do. We
live stream first quarter at least.
Yeah, and get our true reactions to the first actual visual. Yes, yeah.
All right. Well, we don't have a ton of action for you tonight. It's early in the season, but we gave you some things to look forward to. We gave you some talking pieces. Yeah. We'll think about some trades. Maybe we have some rumors to discuss next week. Maybe somebody goes down. Who knows? Yeah. Anything's a possibility. I think we actually covered quite a bit here and sorted out some confusion, some emotions, and always going forward. Let's lose a few more games than we win. Well, Trevor, it's always a pleasure. As always, that's Al Dente.